All right, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Japan. So what's it like to teach English in Japan? This is a big question that gets asked a lot. Well, it's awesome. That's an easy way to sum it up. If you love Japan, if you've thought about living here, if you've thought about just coming to see what it's like, obviously teaching here is incredible. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. If you have the opportunity, never pass it up. So what's it like? I mean, aside from living in this amazingly beautiful country and being able to enjoy everything it has to offer, there's obviously the job. You can teach in a normal school, and you can come here on the JET program or something like that to do so. And if you do that, you'll be teaching again in normal schools. You'll be teaching in elementary schools, junior high schools, high schools. Imagine a school schedule from morning to early evening. Really great, awesome thing. You'll have all the holidays that they have. Really cool. You'll be able to participate in after-school programs with the kids and really build a lot of good relationships in the schools there. The other option, this is something that exists even more than working in those schools, is working for an eikaiwa. If you work at an eikaiwa, imagine this is an after-school program that kids go to learn English. So that means you'll be teaching at odd hours. You can wake up late. Your work might not start till 2, 3, 4 o'clock, depending on where you work. It's kind of cool. But again, you also finish late. You could finish at 8, 9, 10 p.m. Every eikaiwa is different, and that's all right. There are some big companies, and those big companies are great for getting you into Japan. They have a lot of amazing programs to bring you here. They have a lot of systems set up to help people that are new to Japan in getting apartments and getting set up with their phones, getting set up with everything you need for daily life here. That's awesome. The support you get really is completely worth it. Though I will say, one thing I highly, highly recommend is once you've gotten your foot in the door in Japan, and you've been here for a while and you've learned how to do things on your own, definitely look for a job that can give you a little more freedom on your own, a little more independence, smaller company to work with, that will really work with you and value you as an employee. Be able to get your own apartment, not just the company provided ones through the big companies, because you'll be able to get a lot more for your money, let me tell you. The company apartments that they give with the big companies, they are tiny, and you can get things double, even triple the size of them for almost the same price, as long as you're willing to look and you've got some friends that can help you get it. Some of the jobs, they'll actually put you in multiple schools in different areas. I consider this a bonus because you will have to, for work, travel around to different areas just to go to work. And companies in Japan, something that they do that is different from where I'm from in the States, they pay your travel to work. So if I have to go to work and it costs me $10 to get there, they'll pay me those $10. That's awesome. So even if you have to travel pretty far, I mean, that might suck time-wise, but I'm paid. It works out really, really well. And then you can come to places like this and enjoy an amazing sunset. Now, the downside is, with any big company, thousands of people are applying for these jobs every day. So imagine you're replaceable. You really need to be the right person for the job. Because if you're not, they can and will replace you. Because again, there's thousands of people applying for the job. That makes sense. No big deal. But then, how can you get that job? How can you be that right person for the job so that they choose you? And they do give you that support to come here. If you're going to teach in Japan, there's a few things that you need. One of the things is a degree. You need to be able to have a bachelor's degree to get the visa. Another thing you really need is passion. You need a passion for teaching. If you don't like teaching, you're actually going to hate the job, even if you love the country. Now, one big thing that some people overlook is you need energy. You need to have the same energy level or more than the students that you have. So look at the demographic you're going to be teaching. If you're teaching kids, you need to have the same energy as kids or more so that you can really capture their attention. But again, you need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to adapt those energy levels for different levels of students. If I'm teaching 5-year-olds or if I'm teaching 17-year-olds, obviously I have to vary my energy levels. If I'm teaching adult, I need to have a totally different energy about me. You also need to be adaptable to where you could live. You're probably not going to live in Tokyo. You could, but you also might live on the top of a mountain. You need to be able to think about that and be able to adapt to your environment. Japan is not a huge country, so no matter where you are, you'll be able to catch a train and get out to the places that you want to see. Heck, the company you work for might even have multiple places that they send you, so they might actually fit the bill for you to go and travel around the country. You never know. It depends where you work. There's a lot of different places out there. If you love teaching, then you'll really love teaching in Japan. There are many companies that can bring you here. I use a website called gaijinpot.com. This website is a collection of jobs posted for foreigners that want to come to Japan to work. Win! So definitely, if you've got the chance to come out, totally do it. If you're thinking about teaching in Japan, do it. It's worth it. If you have the opportunity, do it. If you're talking to a company, do it. But you gotta love teaching. Let me tell you, teaching is not for everybody. Some people, they come here and they just give up after weeks, a month, because they don't really like teaching. That's fine, to each their own. But make sure it's something you like to do. There is a huge benefit in teaching. You really feel like you're bettering something. You'll be able to build amazing relationships with students' parents if you're teaching kids, your coworkers. It's an awesome experience. I love teaching. I love making the difference that I can make in someone else's life. And that's just awesome to me. But for some people, the things you have to go through with teaching, the sour eggs that you sometimes have to deal with, it can be a little much for some people, and that's all right. Again, it's not for everybody. But if it's something you want to do, follow your dreams and come out. I promise you it's worth it. And you know, there's one really amazing thing. You got to get this out of the way. You got to get it out of the way quick. I have a lion duster. He's a lion. He's a lion. And he's a duster. So cute. This is $1. In Japan, you go to the dollar store, you can find the most amazing little things for $1. That's awesome. Experience Japan for what it really is, not on a vacation, but living here. And let me tell you that there's nothing like it. Now, if you got any value from this, please turn that thumbs up blue. Blue thumbs up buttons. We like them. Kind of like Blue Man Group. They're all blue, right? And Smurfs, well, Smurfs wear white gloves. If they take their gloves off, their hands are blue too. So blue thumbs up buttons all the way, and subscribe, because it's fun. See ya!